So we're on Led Zeppelin and one of their, I suppose, more straightforward riffs when it comes to being able to play it, being able to rock out to it. There's a few really interesting things about this one, though, particularly the fact that it uses the thumb, which most lessons don't seem to indicate, even though Jimmy Page's only available video that you can find online with him playing this shows that he's playing it with the thumb in the bottom. But we'll run you through how Jimmy Page plays this one. And I'll tell you some of the tips and tricks behind Immigrant Song. So there's a lot of stuff we can learn from this. We're in standard tuning. First thing to mention. Second thing is that there's a chorus pedal used a little bit later on in the track when we've got this sort of big chord sounds. So when you've got this... just for the little chords before it comes back to the main riff. You can achieve that effect with various delays as well, tremolo pedals, but the chorus is probably my recommendation because it has that little bit of shimmer added to it. But I'm going to run you through the main notes on how to play this one, and we're starting off with the main riff here. So it's an F sharp, and you're doing an octave. That's really the basis of the main riff here. A lot of Led Zepp riffs are kind of based around a single chord, and this one is no exception. So this is F sharp. Now every other video that I found on YouTube says that you should be doing it in a power chord shape. However, I'm going to link you to a video up in the top there which shows Jimmy Page playing this with his thumb, and there's a very, very good reason why you would play it with your thumb, because when you're doing the later chord changes, it's easier to switch to this C9 if you're using your thumb for the root note there, rather than going... It's just a little bit more straightforward, and you can see Jimmy Page, if you click that link, rocking out in that way. We're going to run through it now. So the picking pattern, I guess, is the absolute key to this one. If you follow it carefully, I'll run you through it now. It makes life a lot easier. So get your thumb on that F sharp. You can put your third finger down, which is a C sharp, but it's not going to get played. It's more like a lightly held note just to stop you from knocking that string by accident. And then the octave is a fourth finger. There's also a very slight amount of palm muting here, which is well worth resting your right hand on your strings just a fraction. And the picking pattern is as follows. So down, down, up, down, up. And then it's up, down. And then same again, down, up, down, up. So the very beginning of the track begins without that sort of up note. So you start with the down pick on the thumb, and then really from there it kind of repeats. That comes round and round and round many, many, many times. There's one instance in bar 7, which I'll let you know about, where the riff is different, and this is the only time you can really hear it on the track very specifically. There's a pause, and then it goes back into... But let's just run through the main riff again, that picking pattern one more time on the F sharp, down, down, up, down, up. Sometimes Jimmy Page has a sort of more muted sound on the very first note of the riff, so this up pick here. It's quite hard to kind of get that little muting in there, but it does make it sound a little bit more like the riff on the track. Do play that through, practice it time and time again, because that is 90% of this song here. So if we take it from bar 7, we've got the riff coming back. And then there's the one pause that we hear, and then it carries on in bar 8. And then you go straight into the chord here. This is achieved with a chorus pedal. Now, these are my standard settings, which don't sound 100% like the record, but if you want a little bit more repetition and reverb, you can change the settings here, but it sounds a little bit like this. And then it comes back. You can also achieve the same effect with a tremolo pedal, actually, if you want, with various settings there. But then we're back into the main riff in bar 11, so back to this thumb. And then we continue in bar 15. There's a slight difference at the end of bar 16, just to run through the full of bar 16. And again, you do that same chorus pedal on, just to give your chords a little bit of shimmer. Then this chord cuts off a bit earlier here. And you're back to the main riff, so the chorus goes off again, and we continue into bar 19, which is like this. We'll pause it up there because there's one more section of this track which we're going to run through next time round, which is the power chord section, or the kind of extended major power chord sections. Just on the lead in, we're on this main riff. You've got this up pick on the A, and then it goes into semiquavers on the A major chord here with just the first finger. And then the first finger, and then the third finger comes all the way across those fourth frets there. And then sweep that up to the third fret, 3 and 5s. And then we're back onto the main riff, with just before bar 25. We'll just carry on there. So we'll go from bar 29, main riff. And then again, that chorus pedal comes on for the main chords. So we'll do that again. And then back to the chorus being off and the main riff in bar 33. One of the shorter Led Zepp tracks, but obviously one that's had so much impact. Same again with the chorus on. Chorus off, and then we're back to the riff. We're only carrying on here because it does the chords again. And then the riff comes back. So we're still on bar 51 here. It's about to change up. So what happens is you've got your main riff, which we've been playing over and over again. interpolate that with this C9 chord. So it's a second finger, first finger, third and fourth. Now, if you know your Jimi Hendrix chord, the 7 sharp 9 up here, what you do is you drop your fourth finger down a fret. It's kind of a jazzy chord, isn't it, really? So that's an E9, and you take that down to the third fret. There it is. So what happens is you get the riff, and then as those notes come, switch it up. And the reason why you use the thumb, because it's easier to switch to the C9 than it is if you're going. In my opinion, anyway, and Jimmy Page does play the main riff of this song with the thumb. So my feeling is that that's the best option. So I'll run you through from the first time that little extra chord appears. We're in the outro section now, and we're back on this thumb-based riff. Now it gets gradually more and more prevalent, so you've still got 2 bars here. But then it starts coming in every bar from bar 58, so that was bar 58. We'll carry on in bar 59 just so you get the feeling of it. We're carrying on to bar 63. This is the final section. And that's literally it. That's how the song ends. So you go through those C9 chords, getting more and more common until the final section. And that's how the track ends there. Now, there are loads of live variations which are really fun to explore, but this is how to play the album version of this track. Thanks for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like more Led Zepp, we have other Led Zepp tracks available up there. The tabs are all free if you find the links below. Membership is available, which does help support the channel. I think you can join for 99p, so it's very cheap. Anyway, thanks for checking this video out. We'll see you in another series, and do comment below if you want to see more Led Zepp.